4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go. Level up, 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 level up. All right, all right. Woo! Let's go. We're gonna talk about coaching development. Let's go, let's go. Hey, come on, y'all. Hey, I just want to get this party started. Amen. All right. Let's get this party started. Let's go. We're going to be talking about culture, business culture. We're talking about mission statement. We're going to talk about our mission statement, our vision statement, our core values. Hey, something to get excited about. All right. We leveling up 2021. Oh, yes, yes. I just have to do this one more time, y'all. I just have to do this.
4, 3, 2, 1.
All right, guys. All right, guys. So listen, I am recording this video. It is being recorded for our mastery program. I'm doing this because I wanted to have an archive. I wanted to give you guys an archive of the lessons that we're planning. I'll be recording the newer sessions as we move forward. But first of all, I want to say hello. Hey, by the way, you may not know who I am. My name is Yolanda Baber. I am the founder of Passion Success Mastermind, and we are launching the mastery program for those who are trying to master and to use the master's blueprint for their lives as we move forward. Okay. And so we're going to be talking about culture. And so when you think about the word culture, I just want you to think about a couple of things, right? There is a innate way of how business people see culture versus entrepreneurs, right? And so I just really want to just kind of share with you, what does the dictionary say? What is the, excuse me, not cultures, what does mastery mean? So mastery means that mastery is the comprehensive knowledge or skill or subject or accomplishment that is being played through proficiency, ability, capability, knowledge, and understanding. So this is what we're doing in the mastery program. So let's talk about culture, guys. Culture is what really makes a company. It really is like the DNA of a company. So when you're writing out your culture statement, there's three parts of the culture statement that you're going to be setting up. You have your mission statement. The who, the what, the when, and the where is going to be really, really critical. So let's talk about that. So when you think about culture, I really want you to think of the characteristics. So like for right now, just if you had to watch me, you say, oh, Yolanda has curly hair. She's wearing earrings. She has a red lipstick. She has a silver necklace. This is the characteristics of what I look like right now. So culture is basically a non-visible sound, but it's a way of people, how they identify who you are through your DNA, how you're doing everything all the time for your organization. Okay. So let's talk about the who. So who are you currently serving in your company? If you are a brick and mortar business and people are walking into your place of business, ask yourself this question. It doesn't matter. You can have an online business, you can have a virtual business, you can have a pop-up event company, whatever it may be. You still have to figure out who is your demographics. Who are you currently serving? Is it the women from age 35 to 45, or is it 25 to 55, right? It's really important to know who you're serving, what age bracket, and I think what's even more is identifying how much money those people are making. Could your services be able to be used for their disposable income? Do they have enough disposable income to support buying services and patronizing your businesses on a regular basis, which I think is really important. And then the what. So what is it that you're giving them? You know, what kind of services? So it's like the who you're serving and then the what. So what are you servicing? Are you providing, what kind of services are you providing? Is it a tangible product, or is it a consultative practice, or is it a professional service? Is it an agreement? Is it Is it mixture? You can actually have tangible products that you're giving somebody, and then you're also supplying additional services on a professional level, right? But there's always a given trade that's taking place. But what is it that you're servicing? So that's really, really important to identify the what, and then the how. So the who, the what, the how, right? How are you servicing that customer, right? And that really all goes into your mission statement of how you're putting that together. How you are servicing your customer. Are you engaging on them when they walk into your business? Are you talking solely, some customers you may only be talking on text messages, right? Some customers you will be communicating via Zoom. Some customers are going to come through you through online formats. Some of them you may never ever meet. They might watch your program online and then connect to you then after. So there's going to be different ways of how you're providing your services. But what's really important is to define how are you going to service them. Figure out what are the top 5 ways that you want to service them, and then figure out, do you need to go smaller than 5? Do you need to figure out maybe 3 services that you're offering your customer? So it's really, really important to define that. And don't get me wrong, as you're setting up your culture, you guys understand that this is not something that you're just going to write and it's going to stay in stone. This is a living, breathing document. So as your business begins to grow, as you get new partners, you get new services, you open up different places of where you're going to be servicing customers in different arenas, you may have to expand on your who, the what, the when, because now you're servicing a bigger target audience. I think that's really important. And then what I want to talk about next, this was the mission statement that goes underneath your culture statement. So mission statement, underneath it is your mission statement. And now we're going to talk about your vision statement. Okay. So your vision statement, what do you want the legacy for your company to outlive you? So I think it's really important is this, excuse me 1 second. I'm just going to get some water. A lot of times CEOs or founders of organizations will write a mission statement or a vision statement, but they're not looking at it like it's legacy driven. But I'm going to challenge you that you need to have a visionary, a vision that outlives you, something that you can put in place that years over years, people can pull back out, reevaluate it, but that the actual vision of the company never changes. So think about, what is your long-term goal? So my goal as a business coach is to help all businesses to succeed. Okay, that's a huge vision statement. Helping all businesses, brick and mortar businesses, coaching businesses, entrepreneur businesses, social media, people who are couturiers or creators and creative minds that are putting things together on media. All those people, that's a lot of people to service, right? So definitely my vision will definitely outlive me, okay? And my vision didn't come from me, you guys. My vision came from my mentor, Ruben Estrada. Ruben Estrada was one of the pillars of my professional development in the coaching practices, and that was his vision. And so I really consider myself to be a legacy driven person, and so I'm going to follow in his legacy and follow the same vision statement that he had, which is to help all business to succeed, period. No comma, nothing to it, nothing added to it, just that simple. Amen. And then here we go. So let's talk about vision statement. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, excuse me. We already talked about the culture. We talked about the mission statement. We talked about the vision statement. Now we're going to talk about the core values. So core values for you and I as people, as we are servicing others, there is a natural way in which we want to be able to service our customer. And then there's an ability to how to service our customer, but then also being able to figure out what characteristics of values will we exercise with our customers, right? And this is really important. It's really the human element. So think about the human touch. What do you want your customers to feel like when they leave your place of business or after they finish engaging with you? Do you want them to be energized? Do you want them to feel encouraged? Do you want them to feel like they're moving to the next level, right? So that is the human element. That's the kinesthetic touch. It's a tonality. It's the visual implementation. It's how you're engaging with that customer. Amen. And then the second thing, you guys, you guys know I'm a God's chick, so I'm going to be inserting God stuff throughout the conversation today. So just know that already. So then the next thing I think is really important is What are your non-negotiables, right? So one of the things that I stand by as in everything that I've ever done in my entire life is that whatever I say I'm going to do, that is what I'm going to do. So I don't have like this space in my life that I have a wiggle room that says I'm not, I am, or I'm not going to do something. I'm very, very intentional to know what it is that that I can facilitate and I can support a client with, and I make sure that I implement that thing. So whatever that thing is for you, whatever is your non-negotiables, it's important. So no lying, no cheating, being honest, things being based on biblical guidelines. Those are really important to me. But you figure out what you want for your core values is your organization. How do you want your employees to be treated? That's really important, you guys. I'm telling you, the number one reason people leave organizations is not because of the money. It's because they didn't feel appreciated. That is one of the biggest reasons. So think about that. How would you treat your client? How do you want your client to be treated by customers or by your subcontractors or anybody who's engaging with your business? So that is really, really important. When you think about all of that, identifying, your culture statement, your mission statement, the vision statement, and then your core values. That is what makes up your DNA of who you are and what you are as a company and how you're going to be servicing. I think it's really, really important to do this. So I'm going to challenge you guys this week. I want you guys to, if you have not written one, write out your culture statement and submit it so we can review it. If you have one, look at it. Do we need to rewrite it? Because things have changed maybe since the last time you looked at your culture statement, and things have changed, right? I want you to reevaluate it. Like, take some time this month to just kind of walk through it, look at it, and kind of get the feel. Are you still feeling, does it still feel like it's in proper alignment with you? And then if not, let's create a brand new one if we need to. Okay. But I hope this information was supportive and it gave you some nuggets on how to get started. Understand that your culture is going to be built all around you, and it has your DNA on it. So it's really important that you crystallize and really are clear as to what your culture statement would be for your organization. So thank you so very much. Again, this is Yolanda Baber from the Mastery Program. See you soon.